Hello and welcome back to Let's Play 35 plus years of Advanced Squad Leader. It's a Monday, but uh, things have come up and the Eternal Jinx is has continued. Rob is not here today, unfortunately, uh, but hopefully this, this nightmare will be over soon. Um, as a result, I had prepped a scenario just in case, and I'm going to play today as a solo adventure. Now, this scenario is called Green Jackets Bridge. It is in France. It takes uh, place with British versus Germans. In this case, with the British on the defensive, which is at least different from Saturday. And this scenario is a little complex. I don't know if I'm going to be able to succeed with with the Germans, but we'll see. So in this scenario, we have a British force that's set up on the east of the canal. In this case, east is to the top and west is to the bottom. The Germans are enter on turn 1 and on turn 4 with some reinforcements from the west edge. So no matter what, the British have a pretty decisive advantage, if I'm being honest here. Um, just the line of sight that everything has, the fact that there is a canal on the map means you cannot cross it. You can't just simply swim across the canal. And because of that, it puts a pretty big damper, a lot of pressure on the attacker. Especially since, as you can tell, there's no orchard, there's not a lot of walls, and the walls that do exist don't really protect from units at a higher level or that could see over it or through it, whichever. So as a result, I don't. I don't know if this scenario is going to do too well. I'm actually very curious now. What does the scenario archive say about this scenario? If it's 50-50, I'll be shocked. Yeah. 41 to 21. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm expecting. Um, for those who are curious, the balance in this scenario is to change. The Germans get a 7-0 unit added to their starting roster. I really don't think that's um, a good balance. I really don't see why that would be the case or how that even really changes things up outside of like maybe some extra rally potential. But we'll get into it as we progress. So in this scenario, the EC is moist, which is a little strange. You don't normally see that. There is no wind at start, and kindling is not allowed, which kind of makes the whole like moist is being strange. I also don't get why kindling is not allowed in a scenario like this. Nobody really benefits from kindling their own side. Arguably, maybe the British, you could like kindle like a stone building and then hope it catches fire and turns into a blaze. But outside of that, you're really just hindering yourself. So I don't quite get it, but we'll just have to see later on. I hope this isn't yeah, that's an illegal placement. I don't know why I was thinking that one. Which means I'll just put them there. I must have been thinking of H7. Either way. The bridge in P23P7, so this hex has a blue hex in there, a blue overlay, just to denote that that would normally be a bridge, but it does not exist in this scenario. There's a reason as to why, and we'll get to that. There is a British 30 CWT truck wreck in 23G5. Again, not really sure how much that's really going to affect things outside of like, I guess technically it provides hindrance and TEM, but it probably is not going to matter too much. And platoon movement is not allowed. Now, I don't quite get that either. Maybe it's something with there is the ability to cheese with platoon movement by getting units out of line of sight as a group, but again, I don't quite understand why that would be a thing to check for. especially as a special scenario rule. I don't know. It's weird. And the objective for today's scenario is that the Germans win if there are no good order British MMCs, which is very important to point out, in building hexes adjacent to the road I1, I4, E6, is that? E6, E8, I6, L8, P8, and then P9. So essentially, you know, there's a lot of buildings that you need to clear in order for you to have any sort of success. And it's only a 6-turn, technically 5.5 turn scenario. The Germans get the last move, but I don't know. I don't quite see them having much success in this scenario. But we'll see. We'll see if I can manage. I'm gonna try and not, you know, play too risky or too gung-ho as the Germans, because I think if I do, it'll end poorly. So another thing that's very important is Axis Sand is only 2, whereas Allied Sand is 4. That's pretty dangerous because of potential for like all the stone buildings and all the shenanigans that go along with it. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get into this and see what may happen. So, no weather change. We go to the rally phase, which nothing can happen, neither in the prep fire phase, so we got movement phase. In the movement phase, I want to move some groups, and I really have to hope. I'm looking at this again, and I think this is it's probably going to turn out poorly, which really, really sucks. Okay, so first and foremost, group off board on the O column. They're going to bypass. I think I needed to CX these guys. They're going to declare CX anyways. They bypass for 1, bypass 2. They will go to O3 for 3. I don't think anybody sees them. And I don't want to drop concealment. So I'm going to check. When they get here, I think I have to check from F3. Now, they are at... Wow, they do see this. Alright, well, there's literally no reason not to shoot at them. That really sucks. What's the distance on that? Was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? 9 range. Things would be halved. I can do... You know, a 3 down 4, I'll take it. I really didn't think that they would be able to see that. Alright, well, we're going to do a 3 down 4. That sucks. 2 on a 3 is bad for them. That's a K2. Random selection, leader, squad, and squad. So 2 squads are reduced. God damn it. Okay, and then they take a 2 morale check. So leader is fine. Squad, break ELR, break, and break. Okay, so that's everything wrong. Plus a sand, which doesn't activate, thankfully, because that's the only guy on board, so it would have auto-targeted him. Alright, well, that's it for that. These guys get a defensive, and there's 1 residual. Cool. So this is probably going to end, like, instantly, because that's half of my force. Jeez. Where else do I stunt guys into? Okay, so off-board K column, come in for 2. I'm pretty sure nobody can see him, but I will try to go into J1 just because I need to move. He will get spotted once he goes in there. You know what? I am going to take a shot with the mortar. Now, it would be... Yeah, mortar doesn't... TM doesn't apply on mortar. It'll apply on the actual shots. So that will be a hit, because it's at least on 7. No rate of fire. And 51 is like a 2 firepower. Sorry, 3 firepower. That's not going to do anything. Because then you would add TEM and, yeah. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. So that happened. I'm then going to have my gang offboard L column. They will go to L0 for 1, K1, K1 for 4, and then 5 into K2. And then I'm pretty sure this guy sees them, yeah. So then they lose concealment, which is fine at this point. Nobody else should be able to see them, so that'll just be it. Yeah, I don't have a better way to write that out. Alright. Cool. I guess technically I should have done that, but yeah. Alright, now for the German vehicles. Now, I think it's very important to state in this scenario, you do not start out with the really good tanks. You get 3 Panzer IIAs. Panzer IIAs aren't tremendously good, and they really have to be vulnerable for them to be able to be effective. So we'll see if I can get any luck here. Honestly, if I hadn't lost all these guys to breaking, I would have probably swapped maybe a tank to M1 column and maybe one in the P1 column, but we'll see if I can just brute force this. So they start in motion, so they will enter for 1. I need a counter here so I can remember my movement. So he enters for 1. I don't think these guys see him, but I might as well draw just in case. No. Okay. So they can't see him. This guy doesn't see him. And I don't think I want to reveal anybody just yet. Because this guy has to keep driving anyways, and he loses concealment as soon as that happens. So he's in I2 for 2, I3 for 3, I4 for 4. I get there for 4. I think as I get there, I'm going to declare a 2-hit shot with the LMG on F3. That is a hit, because it's just a +3, and for 2 kill, nothing happens. So these guys have all first fired at this point. Although technically one's just the support weapon, but that's fine. So I'm there for 4. I really don't want as the British, I really don't want them to get the bridge. So I'm going to reveal an ATR on upper level K7. They will absolutely get a hit. And no result on the 2 kill. Next up, I'm going to reveal a carrier in I6. They have an ATR. They're just going to straight up shoot. That is not a hit, sadly. And no rate, although rate isn't possible on that, which is fine. Feeling very targeted, this Panzer is going to continue to H4 for 5. Then into G5 for 7. And then I think technically this guy has to reveal because he has no TEM at this point. So this guy gets there for 7. I'm going to turn for 8. Bypass for 10. These guys aren't, yeah. Bypass for 10. Then 11 into H6. 12. And then stop for 13. That guy won't be able to see him. I don't think anybody's got a shot on him. He stops for 14, and yeah. Enter value. We'll change this back down to 0. Cool. Next tank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As he gets here, this BMG is going to... Oh, I don't think I'm allowed to as a carrier. Yeah, I don't think I'm allowed to. So I'm gonna bypass 10 and then bypass 13, 14, and then stop 15 with turret pointing yonder. And then lastly, I'm going to have remaining tank spends 2 to get adjacent to board. 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna go 12 to G4. Then as I get here, I'm gonna reveal this guy as an ATR and shoot. Shoot. So that'll be 2 spent in line of sight. I gotta do math now. That sucks. Okay. Let me recenter this, and let's try to figure this out. So it's 2 movement points. So its case J is +3. They are not button up. They can't be button up outside of like pin, I think, something like that. But they aren't button up, so there's no plus there. There is plus small, so it's a +4, and then +6 overall, I think, because of hindrance. Unless it doesn't calculate as hindrance. It doesn't calculate as... Is hindrance only for armor fighting vehicles? Oh man, that sucks. I thought wreck hindrance was any vehicle. Unless vehicle wrecks are only... It's only hindrance if it's an AFV, but if it's... Hold on here. I need to make sure this is... Yeah, a non-burning wreck affords a +1 cover benefit as per and LOS hindrance. Okay, yeah, so it must... So I don't know why it's not counting it, but it would be... essentially, it is a miss. Also, I, for whatever reason, didn't realize the ATR had a... But, yeah, okay, so he has shot, can't do anything else with that. Yeah, he doesn't have a turret, which is exactly what I expected. So he's there for 12. Then we'll do 13 and then stop for 14. Delay the last. That's it for movement. Defensive fire phase, honestly, there's not much else I can really do. This squad is going to shoot 4 up 2. Wow. It's a pintash check. Actually, that's not a pintash check. That is a normal morale check. I'm gonna count the tash check as doing it as its morale check because he has a flamethrower. Oh, my phone's just going crazy right now. All right, so that's it. I think for defensive fire phase, I can't think of anything else. Advanced fire phase, I'm just gonna have a G3 tank shoot into the guy next to him, just because that's the easiest. So that's a 9 to 18, back down to a 9. There's no positive TEM, so it's just a 9 on 9, which I believe is a pintash check. So pintash check, he's fine. That's gross. So pintash check, he's fine. Nothing else from there. Flamethrower can't realistically do anything, although no, that'd be halved twice. I could do 2 up 1. No. Tank in H6 is going to shoot at the guys next to him. They're going to use their the gun, not as IFE. No. And then I will shoot... yeah, then I'll shoot the 5 firepower. Alright, so... That's the CMG broken. I wish they would do the art on that. That sucks. And then tank in G7 is going to try and shoot at that vehicle. They are stopped. They have moved. So there is an auto plus 3 at least. +4. I don't believe it counts as an AMG. I actually need to check that, because that could be the difference between +0 and +2. I forget if main armament AAMG counts if you have IFE equivalent. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. C 2.6. Go at fire and elevation. I can't find it, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. But, like I said, that would be a +4. And then double small plus button up. So it's going to miss. Yeah. It's going to miss, but I need something. I need something. The one positive I've got is that these vehicles need to start to move. So I've got something going there, I guess. Route phase. In the route phase, I am going to essentially move these guys back. I can just do one. Although, can these guys see here? They shouldn't. No, there's no way. So technically, I could do 2. No, well, yeah, no. I can go here, but then I'm just exposed to those guys, I think, because of the double level. So I'm just gonna go to O2 and hang out there. That's it for route phase, I believe. I don't think anybody else is broken, oddly enough. Advances, I mean, I can't do anything I really wanted to do, so this group is just going to go into J2, and we'll hope for a brighter future here. Turn 1 for the British. Weather is no change, which is pretty standard. Rally phase, I've got 3 rallies to attempt. 1, 2, 3. Didn't get any of them, which is expected, to be honest. And then a repair. Didn't get it. Nothing on the Brit side, so we go to prep-fire phase. In the prep-fire phase, that's disgusting that I can't see that. ATR in K7 is going to shoot at H6. No, that's the second miss. That's crazy. So that doesn't work, which is fine, I guess. What's my options here? So I'm going to have the leader lead the squads only against J2. So it's an 8 flat, nothing. And then both of these squads will shoot their support weapons at different targets. So the bottom guy is going to shoot at a G3. That is a hit. That is not a kill. And the upper guy is going to shoot at H6 as well. That is also a hit. No way that's a kill. An MG. Base is 4. I get 1 positive, so it goes to a 5, but there's 1 armor. If that was 0 armor, then I would have gotten the result. So these guys are prepped. Guy with the mortar is kind of going to bail, I think. I don't really like this mortar, but I don't think I have anything else I can realistically do. The big question here is this ATR can technically hit this vehicle. So do I try for it, knowing full well that this Panzer is probably going to just murder him? I think it's worth it, because the alternative is I start my engine in this guy's face and then he dies anyways. So I'm going to try. I do get a hit. I do get rate. So we're looking at a rear turret hit, which won't do anything because I think it's the engine only. I think if it's hull rear, then you get the +1 to kill. which isn't the case here, but it is still an ATR on rear, which is not enough to get a kill. ATR is a 5. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna check the other charts because I know there's a different ATR. Yeah, just allied and axis minor. All right, so yeah, ATR is 5. I'm not gonna get anything out of it. I do get a +1, but that's negated by that +1. So unfortunately, I don't get a kill. It's the second time I'm off by 1. I will take a second shot. I do have acquisition at this point, which I need to point out. I do have acquisition. It is not enough to prevent it because it is there is the TEM. So I'm off by 1, so no result, and ease mark prep. Yeah, I think that's it really. Is there any other prep fire I can do? I do have those guys, but they're not really useful at the moment. And I don't want to reveal any of my other guys. So yeah, I think I'll go to movement phase. In the movement phase, half squad to mortar ditches and goes into the building for 2, and then we'll continue to E4 for 4. Vehicle in E6 is going to start for 1. I'll just keep using that counter. Starts for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and in doing this, I think I would know or highly suspect that they're going to go around. So I'm going to use 1 LMG. That is a miss. I'm going to use a second LMG. That is a hit. Not enough. I do have rate on the second one, so I will shoot a second time. I will not get anything. And now MMG is going to shoot. That is also a miss. That is probably the worst performance I've ever had out of those. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 in motion. Well, this is really bad. ATR vehicle in E7 starts for 1. Vehicle in G7 takes a shot. It is double small plus TEM plus button up, which is +4. That is enough for a hit to kill 8. It's a 20L. 20L is 6. You've got to be kidding me. I do get a +1. Yeah, I'm off by 1. However, because I'm over by 1, there is a possible shock. So, morale check, they are shocked. Probably the only saving grace here. Where do I put this? There we go. But they are shocked. I did get rate of fire as well, so I'm going to not put this on just yet. I think that's going to be it for movements. Yeah, I think that's it for movement. In the defensive fire phase, I'm going to continue right quick because I know this is possible, so I'm going to shoot again. They are a stopped vehicle, but it is still double small plus TEM, which is a miss, so nothing happens there. Vehicle in H6 is going to shoot at the guy adjacent. That is a miss, surprisingly. This tank has no shots, so not much of a point. Although, I guess that's probably a thing I should have, because I could declare motion. And he would have paid more than 6, so I'll do that. I should be I should try to catch on to that a little bit faster, because yeah, it's an easy motion call to make. All of the squads, the 3 squads, are all going to shoot at the guys on the upper floor F3. No. I'm looking at 12 firepower up 2. 11 on 12, I'm pretty sure is nothing. Yeah, I'm off by 1. Outside of that, I don't think I have got anything I can do. Advanced fire phase. This would be 4 firepower. Have twice to a 1. A 1 up 1. They're all DM'd. Because the vehicle cannot cower, and thus it is allowed, it is able to make that, yeah, it's allowed to do that. Nothing else in the advanced fire phase. So routes, well, I would say none. That's not true. I'm going to route 2, 4. Actually, I can ignore this woods, but I think I would see these guys. So I'll do 2, 4. Outside of that, yeah, nothing else to do. Go to advanced phase. I don't think there's much in the way of advanced I need to do. I'm going to drop these guys a level, I think. Do I drop them a level? No, you know what? I'll keep them upstairs. I think that's fine. Or, okay, no. I am going to drop them a level. Because I don't need to see all the way over here now. And I need them to be able to go to other hexes. These guys. Then mark these guys moved. I'm going to split this group just for safety. And this guy's fine where he is. Actually, you know what? No, he's also going to drop because he's got a target. And I don't want him to get shot by anybody. I'm going to make people go up to the wall. So that's it for advance, I think. Maybe this guy there. Why not? That's it for advance. No CC. We go to German turn 2. Weather, no change. Oops. Rally phase. We've got a bunch of stuff to do, so we'll try rallies first. 1. That will make it. No and no. So I get a squad back. That CX is going to go away, but I'm not planning on moving the leader. Repair. Nope. And shock. That flips to potential elimination. Okay. So rally phase is over. Prep fire phase. In the prep fire phase, I don't have too many options, and I can't risk losing these vehicles. So tank and H6 adjacent. He's definitely got -2 now. It's a +2, -2, +1 for button up, then -2 for distance, so that will be a hit, and that'll be a burn. So finally, the Germans get some result here. This wrecks, and this becomes a burning wreck. I have no other shots with this guy, so I unfortunately just marked prep. G7 is going to take a shot at the vehicle. It will get a hit plus rate. No effect. Shoot again. Hit plus rate. I am at a 6. There's no armor. +1. So it is equal. It's equal on turret, which is going to stun. Which I don't really think matters, but I'll just mark it anyways. Third shot, another hit plus rate, no effect. Shot number 4 is a hit plus rate, no effect. That's just another stun. I don't think they stack right away. I could be wrong on that. That might be an auto recall if they survive. Nonetheless, I get one more shot and another. Okay, well, if they aren't, they're auto recall. I'm just gonna mark them now. Where is my recall? In units, vehicle, bad things. Stun, bad things? Shock stun, there we go. So if they survive, they're recalled. Because I don't know if they stack, I'm not 100% sure. But he's been blasted a whole bunch, and there's no way he's surviving is my feeling on that one. Next up, we're going to do J2 up at the guys on the upper level of F3. So I'm just going to roll. We'll see what this gives. So it's a +2, so it's a 6. But that's a 6 on 23. 6 on 23 is a 4 morale check. Alright, alright. I also did not get rate of fire, but 6 on that is pretty good. So 4 morale check. Leader breaks. Does not ELR, which is important. Squad breaks and ELRs. And break and ELR. So these guys... So this whole stack breaks, which is super important. Yeah, that's super important. Okay. I think that's it for prep fire. We'll go to movement phase. In the movement phase, the guys with the flamethrower are going to declare CX. Because I need them to get across here. So 1, nobody sees them. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. As he gets there, I'm going to reveal this unit, which, wow, super lucky, because that's 4 down 4, and that's still 8 is still nothing on a 4. So they're there for 5, and I am not chancing anything else. I could potentially, I guess technically it'd be down 3, because there is the TEM, non-assault movement, TEM from the vehicle. Yeah. Yeah, so they're there for 5. I don't want to go closer because they'll get shot by these guys, get reshot by these guys. Actually, can I see that? I don't know if I can see that. I'm going to take a chance because there's no point. I don't think there's much of a point anymore in it. They don't cower because they're British. But that is a +2 down 1 shot. So yeah, 9 on 4 is nothing. We'll put 2 residual. And then that's it for that guy. And then I'm going to try my luck here. So I'm going to go 2, 4 into M2. And then vehicle in motion is just going to shoot because there's no point saving it. That's 1 down 1, nothing. Any other movement? No. Go to defensive. In the defensive fire phase, I am going to try this 2 up 1 shot. Is it 2 up 1, 2 up 2? I do see it. Okay. I think it'd be up 2. That's fine. No big deal. ATR is going to attempt to shoot at H6. That is definitely a hit. That is not a kill. No rates, so nothing happens. That's it. Advanced fire phase. In the advanced fire phase, I will try a 4 up 2 shot against that. That's a normal. Oh, did I do sniper check before? Did all those shots? I didn't do a sniper check before. Didn't happen. Okay. So that's a normal morale check on this guy. He's fine. Then the sniper check for that shot, which doesn't happen. So they're prep fired. Or realistically, advanced fire phase fire, but whatever. Oh, you know what? I forgot to move this guy. I'm a dork. He will try to move. This is gone. Where do I have this guy go? I can drop the motion counter. He'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then stop delay, because I want to kill this. At this point, I've got enough time, but yeah. Route phase, a lot of stuff in the route phase, I think. So route phase, these guys are going to follow my plan here, and they're going to go back to E4. And then that's it for routes. Advances. This major kill stack goes to J3. These vehicles can't do anything. The flamethrower guy is going to advance into H5. I will eventually discover they're fake. Oh, excuse me, they're fake. And then Patsy check from N2 to go into... God damn it. I really wanted to kill that vehicle. Yeah, that's it. CC phase. None. That's where those guys get revealed and they're fake. British turn 2. Weather change, nothing. Rallies. In the rally phase, they will attempt their self-rally from the leader. Not true. That is successful. Because he's adjacent. And then rally, neither are successful. Which is a bummer. Vehicle. It is okay. But like I said, I would consider it recalled because it got stunned twice. And I'm pretty sure if you're... I don't think just because you're stunned once means you can't be stunned until the +1 applies. So I think it's recalled. I can take this off as well. The Germans, on the other hand, I got pins. Germans will try double rally, no, and yes. That isn't a self-rally, so they will... They were broken, so they go to 5. They battle harden and hero. Alright. Well, I might win as the Germans today, which is kind of crazy, all things considered. And then they go back to... Or they go up to elite. Okay. And then repair. Also repair. Okay, yeah, no. I think I'm going to win as the Germans as a result. Because that's really strong. I don't think there's anything else I could have done to just have a better hand at all this. Prep fire phase. Like, what do I even try here? ATR versus tank. Nope. I don't really have any other options with this guy. Like, I think technically I could move him, but I'd rather these tanks have to move. Like, at worst, I could have probably thrown him into L9, and that makes it really hard to pinch him out, but that's probably about it. Even J8, same idea. Like, it's just really hard to get to him. But otherwise, like, prep fire phase, I think that's it. I don't think there's much I can really do. So we'll go to movement, and I'm just gonna toss both of these guys on first floor as an assault move. And do the same with this. This vehicle is going to start for 1, and then he has to try and go off board. So starts for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then drives away. And then technically that would go there, I think. Also, it's a -2. Alright, that's it for movement. Because these guys would all get marked. I don't have any other shots I can realistically do. Go to defensive fire phase. Oh, this guy. What do I want to do with this guy? I think I'm going to turn him once. 2. This guy will shoot 8 up 2. It's a normal. He's fine. That is sniper, doesn't activate. Goes to L2 for like 5, turns for 6, and then stops for 7. And then I can just zero that out. Because I'm trying to like murder this stack because the hero will be a problem. And then in doing so, yeah, like I really don't have anything else I can do against this. So these guys will shoot. It's 2 flat or 3 flat. Nothing happens. Stack in J3 is going to... At this point, I have so much time. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. So they're just going to all shoot. So LMG, no. LMG, yes. No. LMG has rate. No. Sniper doesn't activate. MMG is... nope. No rate. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the infantry will all just shoot as a 12. Yeah, 12 up 1. They don't cower because they're led by the leader. 5 on 12 is at least a 3 check, I think. Oh, it's only a 2 check. Alright. Leader is fine. God damn it. Yeah, death by 1,000 cuts at this point. Sniper finally activates. Where is he going? 3, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He can choose. Yeah, no. The sniper has to go here, I think. Random selection, leader, squad. Okay. Medium machine gun guy gets broken. Okay. Any other defensive fire phase? Tank in G7 is going to shoot 9 up 2. Wow. 5 on 9. 2 morale check. ELR break. Tank in E5, 9 up 2. You've got to be kidding me. Okay. 2 morale check. This guy breaks. And that guy's gone. That's insane. I do have rate of fire. I technically had it on the other guy too. It's a 4 up 2. Well, I'll try. No, alright. And then this guy doesn't have a shot. Realistically, this guy doesn't have a shot either. Advanced fire phase? None. Yeah, realistically, none. Like, I could do 2 up 1? No. But I will re-DM this guy. Routes. In the route phase, these guys are going to collect themselves in the rear and try to survive. This guy can stay where he is, and these guys are going to rally one away. And that's it. Advances. I mean, I almost wish I was ground level because then I could try to fight him, but I really don't think that's gonna matter anyways. And there's not much of a point to move that guy. Like, I think I'm just gonna wait. No CC. We go to German turn 3. Still no reinforcements. Weather, no change. Rally phase. I'm gonna try the medium machine gun guy first. Nope. And then the other guy, also no. The British will try to rally their guys in the building. They will get both back. And then self-rally, which I should have technically done first, but it's not the end of the world. I guess, yeah, that would have allowed him to come back. So we'll say this guy comes back. Because that would have been, yeah, this would have been the 3. That's the 5. That's the 5. So this becomes a 3. It's a self-rally. That's, yeah, to 7. Blah, blah, blah. So he comes back. 5, no DM. And it's still fine for him to rally. So we'll roll this guy's rally. He's fine. And then this guy gets to rally. He's not fine. Okay, we'll solve that crisis. Prepar phase. In the prepar phase, goes away. Yeah, there's not much I really can do. They don't have line of sight on this, which is really good for me. So I think my plan here is I'm going to move this stack out. Leave the MMG behind. Or, maybe not. But I at least need to get across. And that's easy enough to do. So I don't think there's any prep fire. Or, no, I think I need to get some infantry onto the other side of the canal. Movement phase. In the movement phase, tank and G7 starts for 1, turns for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, stops for 8. Tank and E5 is going to... Oh, that's true. These guys do have LMGs. One LMG will shoot at E7. No. Tank and E5 starts for 1. LMG is going to shoot at him. That is a hit. No effect. So this stack is... so this guy started for 1. We'll say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stop for 7. So I get to blast him. Tank in H6 is going to start for 1. 2, 3, 4. ATR is going to shoot. No effect. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stop for 10. This guy's fired. Yeah, him first firing. This guy loses his CX. I'm just going to dash H5 into I7 via H6. So he dashes there. The 2 squads with LMGs are going to move into the streets. So I4 for 1, H4 for 2, G5 for 3. And then I can't really go any further. I'm going to try my luck with this guy because he's got nothing better to do. It is a +1 down 1. So it's 5 on 2, which isn't normal. First squad is fine. Second squad is pinned, which could be worse. Sniper doesn't activate, which is the big thing. Yeah. 447 and N2 is going to go to M3 for 1. And then 2, 3, 4 into L3. And then the stack in N0 is going to bypass 1, bypass 2, bypass 3 into M3 for 4. There's not much I can really do against that. Defensive fire phase, none, realistically. Advanced fire phase, I will do 4 up 2. 5 on 4, 1 morale check, he's fine. Actually, I think it'd be 6 on 4, so it'd be normal. But anyways, M3 is going to do a 3 up 1. No. Should have swapped those. That's it for advanced fire phase. Unless I do up 3, it's not really worth it. I could do 4.5 up 2, I guess. Nothing. Alright, cool. Routes. Nobody needs to... Well, this guy would be DM'd, but nobody needs to route. Advances. 447 attempts to Patsy. Does pass. 248 is an elite. Still needs to take it, but passes. And then I think heroes just auto-get it. So we'll see if I can get something out of that. The non-pinned squad is going to advance into F4. Oh, shoot. This guy needs to take a shot. I forgot. Playing too quick here. So, 12 firepower flat. 8 on 12 is at least a normal. 8 on 12. It's a 1 check. Yeah, he's fine. Okay. Like I said, I still think that's it for advances. We go to CC. There is none. We go to British turn 3. Weather, no change. Rally phase. Or, sorry. I am just going too fast. I'm zooming here. There's no ambush. It's, I'm going to try the full squad with the hero first. Because it'd be insane not to do that. Alright, yeah, they're just dead. Because squad is 5. They aren't in motion. I don't even know if I could have declared, because I forget if if it's movement points only, or if movement factors also count. Either way, even if he was in motion, be +2. They're open top, which minuses the 2, and I'm already below. So they are just they're just dead. If we count them as stopped, that's a -2. There's a -1 for hero. So it turned into a burning wreck, which doesn't matter, but it is sometimes, you know, you gotta be correct, I guess. Then the CC goes away. Cool. Anyways, in the rally phase, I've really just got 1 for the Brits. Didn't get it. The end comes off. Germans have 2. We'll try the MMG guy first. He comes back. And then the other guy also comes back. All right. Yeah, this is bad. Prep fire phase, LMG and E4. One of them will shoot at E7. This is not leader directed. That is a hit. Barely. No effect. Second one will shoot at F5. That's a hit. Can't crit, unfortunately, because it's an LMG. But MG is 4. Range is a +1. I need it. That's the second time. If I was adjacent, I would have gotten it. Unfortunately, MG, I'm 1 above, and it does not do anything. Sniper activates. God damn it. 1 and 1. This guy just goes over here and breaks this guy. That is probably the worst kind of result to get on that. Because that frees this guy up to just go murder him. Anything else? I don't really have a shot with any of these guys, to be honest. I could do a 2-up-1. No. Yeah, I don't really have a shot otherwise. I'll just mark them, but that's it. Movement phase, none. Realistically, this also technically loses concealment. Yeah. Defense fire phase, 12 flat. 7 on 12 is a morale check of some sort. That'll just eliminate him. 9-up-2. No effect, but this guy's DM'd. 9-up-3. Nope. And 9-up-3. Also no. 7-up-3. Nope. No other shots to do. Advanced fire phase, none. Routes. Also, none I can really do. Like, I guess I can go here. Then I have to stop there. I can't do anything else. Yeah, that's it. Advances, I mean, I might as well just stay here. I could do this and this, I guess. Oh, hold on. Oh, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. I have to... these guys have to go down one. And... these guys shuffle over. Because otherwise I'll get encircled if I don't control the ground floor. Yeah. No CC. Turn 4 Germans. Oh, this is the worst possible thing. Yeah. Yeah, this is the worst. Okay. Well, German reinforcements are going to come on board. I can just have them both here. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So German reinforcements enter the board. Weather, no change. Rally for the Brits, nothing happens. DM comes off. We go to prep fire phase. In the prep fire phase, 9 up 3. 7 on 9. 1 morale check on the upstairs guys, because there's no reason. I don't care for the 247. So 1 morale check. You've got to be kidding me. Okay. And yeah. So this guy breaks. This guy ELRs and breaks. This guy takes a Pintash check. He's fine. Sniper doesn't activate. Probably the worst result. That's also rate of fire. But it'd just be 4 up 3, and that's not worth it. 9 up 3, same targets. One morale check. That's unbelievable. Wound. He's wounded. He's fine somehow, and he is reduced. I did get raked, but it's the same problem as before, so I'm not going to bother. What else? What else? Nothing else in prep fire. Movement phase, I mean, guy with the MMG and leader. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guy in F4 assault moves to E4. I have no better option. I can't really shoot because that's a 4 up 3 is not great. Yeah, it's not great. I'm gonna bypass on the left side and G6 for 1, 2, 3, 4. Guy with the flamethrower will go bypass 1, 2, 3, 4 as well, and I will take a shot with. All right. Well, that's probably game. The 447 will also shoot its regular firepower. That'll be a down 2. No, that's upper level. So that guy is probably KIA because it's a down 3, and I'm pretty sure 1 on 4 is. Yeah, it's just KIA. So flamethrower is gone. KIA might actually kill the flamethrower too, so I'll just remove it. Some sort of redemption is nice, I guess, but I don't think it's. I think it's GG anyways. Stack in L2 is going to declare CX. I'm just going to move them all together. So 2, bypass 3, 4, 5, 6. 01 also declares CX. 2, 3, 4. Nah, I'll just do 4, 5, 6, 7. Damn. Could I have done that any better? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then pièce de resistance here. So both of these guys are going to get revealed, but Panzer IV to D1 for 2, and then you're just going to park there. Screw it. And then, actually, I could pay half my movement, I guess. That's 2, and then. Nah, I'll just keep it like this. And this guy will pay his movement to go into E1 and just stay like that. I could bypass, I guess, but I'm just whatever. I think it's like half movement to not have a problem. So they just go there, and then that's it. Defensive fire phase, support weapon, or sorry, starts for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, dot for 10. LMG is going to attempt to blow up E7. It's a hit. No effect. Yeah, I think it's pretty much GG's, but oops, we'll see here. Advanced fire phase. In the advanced fire phase, I am going to shoot a 7 up 3. Nope. 2 up 2. Nope. No other shots really necessary. 7 up 2. No. Alright. That'll be it. Route phase. This guy is technically DM'd again. Route phase. These guys will jump back, I guess. They don't really have any other option. The guys on the first level will go to the second level, and I will pray that I will get lucky. Yeah, I think that's it. Advances. I am throwing a full squad. It gets there. This stack is going to jump into the building. This guy's going to go in this building. That's... these guys go up 1. That's it. Yeah, I guess technically they just arrive at I3 anyways. CC. There is 1 CC over in the bottom floor in D4. Ambush Germans, then Brits, no ambush. It's 2-1 for the Germans, and then 1-2 for the Brits. The Brits will get the victory here, pretty sure. 1-2, yeah. They'll just get a clean kill, which sucks. And the Germans will not get anything whatsoever. I guess technically the LMG does fall to the ground. That's it for CC. We go to turn 4 for the Brits. Weather, gusts, which, shoot. There are 2 blazes on the field. That's actually potentially really bad. Gusts. Okay. So, all terrain blazes to automatically spread to burnable terrain in the direction of the wind. So there's no wind right now, so we'll do we'll just roll a single die. 5 is down to the left. And because of them being vehicle blazes, neither of them have a potential to spread. Had it been a 1 or a 3, I would potentially spread, but nothing happened. Self rally attempt in D4, no effect. And then over here, also no. That's it for rally phase. I guess I'll try to pick up the machine gun so they get a LMG. Cool. Prep fire phase. LMG versus tank and E7. Hit, no effect. Captured use versus the other tank is a hit, no effect. 447 will shoot. Is that yeah, it's a wooden building. 4 up 2, no effect. Wouldn't have gotten anything even if that was a 6 firepower shot. That's it for prep. No movement is possible. Well, no, yeah, there's no point for movement. Defensive fire phase. 9. I don't know if I can shoot level 2, so I'll shoot level 1 at the level 1 guys. So 9 up 3. Pretty sure no effect. 9 up 3 on the level 2 guys, because this guy's 2 hexes away. 10 on 9, pretty sure is nothing. These guys have no targets. They don't have a target anymore. Squad and MMG, directed by leader, will shoot at the highest floor. So that's also a 9 up 2. 9 on 9? I don't think that's a normal. No, that's just a PTC. But that will DM them. What else? Stack in F4 shoots at ground floor. It is a, I think it's like a 7. Yeah, 7 firepower up to. 6 on 7. So 1 check. 1 check on ground floor guy. He's fine. Sniper doesn't activate. Alright. And then the actual critical stuff here. So tank in E1 is going to shoot at the level 2 guys. He's going to shoot with the gun first. I almost broke the gun, but I do get acquisition. So this is on the upper floor. Oops. Upper floor, and then I'll shoot 8 up 3. Nope. So he's done. And then the tank in D1 shoots at the guy on the level 1 floor. That is 100% going to be a hit, because that is only +4. I don't think I get anything for range, but it is +3 for building and then button up. So that is a hit. 75 millimeter is 7 on 14 is a 2 check. So I got the sniper to do first. Doesn't activate. And then 2 check on that guy. He is broken. It does not ELR, but he's broken. And then 8 firepower up 3. Jeez. Sorry, I guess technically up 2. Not 100% sure. It's still a 1 check no matter what, I believe. So he's reduced. And then sniper doesn't activate. And that's probably going to be the end of the scenario here. Advanced fire phase, none. Routes, I mean, I can't go anywhere with these guys now because I can see I would be getting closer to these guys. There's just no exit from there. I just have to hope for a self-rally. These guys can't move, so advanced phase, nothing happens. Yeah, no CC. We go to, I get, like, technically, I guess I could move these guys up, but there's no point. Like, the only question is whether I go upstairs or downstairs, and neither is a benefit. If I go upstairs, I just collapse the groupings, so there's fewer targets to shoot at, and if I go down, I make a unit vulnerable that isn't currently. So it's really just stuck. I could probably call it here, to be honest. I'll probably just play this turn super quick and see what's what, but I'll be honest, I really don't think this one's going to be a victory, or even possible victory for the British. So, weather was done. We'll do the self-rallies first for the British. They will not get it because this is technically reduced to 8. So DM comes off for the entire stack, and then over here, that does bring this squad back. Prep fire phase. In the prep fire phase, I mean, E1 to the first, or sorry, second level. So 2 hits. It's an up 4, down 1. So 6 to a 10 to a 9. No effect. I do have rate, so I will shoot again. I will break the MA, which sucks. That goes away. He's marked prepped. I do have machine guns, so I'll take the 8 up 3. 5 on 8. 2 check. He's fine. And then he will heat a battle. He rolled an 8. He was broken and inexperienced, so that's +2 to a 10. And he's British, so it goes back down to a 9. He berserks. So he's back and in combat. And then sniper doesn't activate. This guy is re-DM'd. Then D1 will shoot gun at the first level guy. Same problem, no rate, and then IFT. Wow. It's another 1 check, I believe. He's fine. Sniper doesn't activate. So he's also marked. Next up, 9 up 3. No effect, I'm pretty sure. And then 9 up 3 on the ground floor guy. It's a 1 check, I'm pretty sure. So he is ELR'd and broken, and sniper doesn't activate. I do have rate, but again, the whole 4 firepower is not really useful. There's not much of a point to not move guys, so I'm just gonna move guys. Yeah, like I really don't have anything in the way of attacking. So movement phase. Yeah, this guy's broken too. Like, yeah, okay. So movement phase. In the movement phase, squad with the LMG goes up to the first floor. I am going to take a shot as a 8 up 1. So 6 on 8. He is broken and ELR'd, I believe. Because that should be a 1 check at the very least. This guy's now first fired. These guys in F4 will go 2. I really need these. You and you. So this guy goes there for 2, and then goes up 2 floors for 4. The 447 goes to ground floor here for 2, and then we'll go up 1 floor for 3. And then the hero goes to E4 as an assault move for 2. I can't shoot him with these guys, so he's just safe. Stack in J3 is going to move. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to try and shoot with the berserkers. So that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So it's halved. -1+1. So it's a 5 on 1, which is a normal. So the leader breaks somehow. And then Pintash check, he's been. That's alright. Just berserkers here. Crazy. Stack in F6 is going to dash into D7 ground floor. And I don't think I can shoot them. I might be able to, but then that's it's halved twice, so it'll only be half firepower, which doesn't do anything. So there's not much I can do there. Tank in F8 starts for 1, 2, bypass 4, bypass 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, stop 13. Actually, you know what? Like 11, 12, stop 14. Or stop 13, whatever. I'll stop, and then that's it. This guy's DM'd. I gotta make copies here. Alright. Maybe that might technically be legal. I don't know if that's legal. Alright, so that's it for movement. Defensive fire phase. Keep forgetting to move that. Defensive fire phase, none. Everybody, I guess technically I can shoot again. That's a 4. It's a 5 on 4, which is a 1 check. They are reduced. Yeah, if I win, it's like by the slimmest of margins, but I'd be super surprised. These guys don't have a target that they can shoot at. We go to advanced fire phase. Not really anything I can do. Like, technically, 4.5 up 2? No. Outside of that, I think that's it. So we'll go to routes. In the route phase, these guys go downstairs. These guys are pinned, so can't do anything. The 149 is gonna, yeah. So I don't know if these guys can go to C5. Like, if they go to C5, I don't think these guys see him. They do? Okay, well, then he has to surrender. Yeah, he just has to surrender. Which, I will refuse, because I don't want this hero to get sniped by these guys and then have them roam free. So, yeah, they will refuse the surrender. I did not know that was a clear path. Damn, I thought they would be able to route to B6 or something. Yeah, okay, so he advances there. These guys will advance one over. They're essentially dead at this point. The 226 will berserk into E4, I guess, technically. The leader here just has to, like, move back one. That's it for routes. Advances. I've already done the advance there, and this guy's route. This guy, I'm not sure. I can try my luck here. I think I might send this guy upstairs. Either I send him upstairs or I send him to D6, but I don't think either matters. And at least in D7, he's a threat. So, yeah, I think that's the play. And there's no CC. We go to British turn 5. Weather, no change. Rallies, they're going to attempt the self-rally on the guy in the first floor. Didn't work. DM will stay on. The leader also does not work out. On the German side, they will attempt to self-rally with their leader. They won't get it. And then with the squad, or sorry, half squad, also not get it. And then repair, not get it. All right. British, turn 5 prep fire. 8 up 2. Or sorry, 8 up 1. Wow, 4 of 2 morale check. Yeah, he breaks and ELRs. These guys are prepped. The Berserk guy can't do anything. I guess technically I should roll to see if he picks it up. Alright, cool. Not that that's going to matter, but the 226 instantly has to throw himself into E4. It cannot be... I don't think you can assault move. I don't think you can assault move as Berserks, because I think it's a good order thing. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to treat it as if they can't. And then the 248 there has to shoot, so tripled with a +2. So, yeah, 10 on 6, nothing. Nothing happens. So he gets marked with first fire. And that's it for movement. Defense fire phase. 8 up. 3 on the guy upstairs. Or sorry, I'm gonna treat that as a shot. That is a normal morale check, which this guy fails. Takes a wound check. He's just wounded a second time, which is kind of crazy. 75mm will shoot at the guy on the first floor. +4 down 2. That is a 9, which is a miss. 8 up 3, nothing. Nine firepower on the guys on the first floor. Up 3, nothing. 9 up 3, guys on the first floor. 9 on 9 is a pin test check. I think we went over that, so that sucks. 9 up 2. 5 on 9 is a morale check of some sort. 2 morale check. So, 2 morale check. He is broken, but not ELR'd. And then 2 morale check on the other guy. He breaks. He doesn't ELR. He would have had to take a pin test check, and then that's pretty much game. Is it instantly or at game end? It's probably at game end. Yeah, at game end. Okay, so there is a potential for a not win via these berserks. Otherwise, it's game over. Yeah, otherwise it's game over. I'm not sure if they can technically stay in... They might be able to. Okay, so we did defense fire phase. I don't think there's anything else I can shoot. We go to advanced fire phase, of which the berserkers will shoot their firepower. So 3 up 3, nothing. Honestly, this is probably just sniper bait. I probably shouldn't have taken that shot anyways. Take all this off, take a CC counter, put that on them. So route phase. In the route phase, these guys are... Okay, I need to check if you are broken, are you allowed? I don't think you're allowed. Routing. A known non-melee. Yeah, so they're not melee. So, they can't end the route phase adjacent to or in the same location with a known enemy unit that is both unbroken and armed. So, so essentially, because of the non-CC, so this guy in D4 first floor goes up, then checks and sees 248 next to him, can't go any further, and is adjacent, is eliminated. So he's just gone. The LMG stays with him. This technique goes up, and I can delete this. And then this leader has the same thing, but technically in reverse. So he goes down a floor, then sees both the hero and the guy adjacent. He can't occupy either space, so he just gets eliminated for failure to route. And it's important to specify because I don't think you could take prisoners when you're in CC. I could be wrong on that one, but I don't know. I don't think that would be technically possible. Maybe I'm wrong, but either way, those two guys are eliminated. And then over here, these guys don't technically have to move. So there's that. It's not going to help them out anyways. So that's it for routes. Advances, there's no advances. I'm just going to delete these guys because they're just fake. There's no way for them to have been real, considering all the other stuff that's been revealed. Yeah, there's no advances to do. It's just not possible. So CC phase. In the CC phase, it's a 1-to-1 and a 1-to-1, and the Germans win. Because those guys get killed. The LMG, I think, dies as well. And now we go to turn 6 for the Germans. Weather, no change. And then the self-rally, which they make. And then that, do they self-rally? They do. And do they rally? No. So then that's game over. Because no matter what happens, even if I wasn't to shoot, the game ends, and this guy is unflipped. He's broken. You need to have an MMC, not an infantry unit, which is the kicker, and then that's just game over. And obviously I could have just swarmed that location with a bunch of infantry, and then there's nowhere to route, and then it's auto dead, and I can do CC if I wanted to, but not worth it. So that is this scenario. I'm surprised, actually. I think I only got the victory on this one because I had failed every ATR shot. Actually, yeah, I failed every ATR shot. I probably, out of like maybe 10 or 12 hits, only like 2 shots were close to killing, and neither did. So honestly, I think it's just I don't think it's positioning wise. I don't think the having the carrier with the ATR in I6 was a really bad idea. I probably could have done or should have done ATR carrier in E6 and just same thing, or have him also in J6. I think the problem is the limited line of sight. So you could technically have like a Panzer 2A come over on this side, go to L5, and then you can shoot both. And both those vehicles are kind of stuck. Like they can't really do anything. So, but yeah, like having a vehicle in E6 just look down to I4, the Germans could try to plink at it with MMGs or LMGs over and over, but you'd have to get lucky to get any effect. So yeah, I think the Germans just got really lucky, or conversely, the British got really unlucky. Breaking the entire group in 03 was a huge thing, and had I been able to break the guys in J2, I think that would have been game over, because then I'm just spending, turn after turn after turn trying to revive those infantry units, and if I don't get them, then I don't really have much of a chance at getting into this building and routing guys out. Same thing with the vehicles. Like if I had lost any of these Panzers, I think any of them I would have probably lost as the Germans, because each of these three Panzers provided a critical break when they were needed the most. So interesting scenario, but I don't think I could ever recommend this one. Whenever it comes to a scenario like this where there's just a bridge and like, I don't know, maybe if there was smoke, maybe if there was a way to put smoke down, then it'd be a little bit more interesting. But yeah, without that, there's not much of a point, or not much of a chance, I should say. Under like really bad circumstances like mine, like the Brits lose. But yeah, I can see how they have a 70% win rate or whatever in this scenario, or maybe like 65 or anyways. It's clear the British had the advantage in this one, which I guess in some way, if you are playing against a newer player, this is probably a good scenario to get someone to learn the advantages of defending. For example, being on a higher level in F3 really gives you a lot of line of sight. Like it's really hard to have hexes that are blind to level 2 F3. You still have to go over one bridge, so regardless of whether it's the vehicles or the infantry, they have to come under fire from at least like one or two units. There's ways to put them to get to see the bridge and not have too many issues. Yeah, I think the thing that sucks, maybe what they could do for a scenario like this, is allow for the Brits to have a hip unit, but that hip unit has to be revealed on turn 4, and maybe that way, like, the British can hide a unit and be sneaky about it, but it's not a wild goose chase by the end of it, where it just becomes really lame. But nonetheless, like I said, I don't know if I'd really recommend this for regular play between two equal opponents. I hope you all enjoyed. There will not be a game this Saturday, that is for sure, due to real life stuff for both myself and Ruben. So I hope you all have a lovely week, and I will hopefully see you with Rob next Monday. Have a lovely week. Bye.